All right, I just want to do a little bit of a walk around of what's done to the car so far. It is a K24A Japanese spec motor, and it's a RBB-3, so it is the good one. I picked it up from a Japanese importer out of Florida. Can't remember the name. It was either JDM Orlando or Sunshine US or JDM. Both of them are down there in Florida. They both pretty much have the same motors, pretty much same price, and you can get them on eBay, free shipping to the door. They're like $1,100. So I'll always start there. Then we went ahead and threw a 4-piston ported oil pump in it. Got rid of the balance shaft pump in there, so saved a lot of weight and turned it a little bit more RPMs now. It shouldn't have a problem with oil pressure. All brand new timing components. It does have a hybridracing dual lock tensioner on it, so it has a lock on both sides, a ratchet lock compared to the single on a factory one or like on an inline pro. So we have that going for it. Also, it has all brand new time and chain guides. We went ahead and hooked it up with a 50-degree VTC gear, so probably lock it out somewhere around about 47, 45, but we just wanted that little bit of extra because these right here I think come factory with a 25-degree gear, so there's a lot of power left on the table. I decided to stay with the K24 crank sensor, and pretty much every other sensor on the motor is K24 as well. There are thousands of them in junkyards and everywhere else. There was more of them made than the K20 stuff, so if you're wanting OEM stuff that should be a little bit cheaper and readily available if you're out, out of state, riding around somewhere and something breaks, that's kind of what I'm sticking with, just K24, because I know I can get the stuff. The K20 stuff, you can get it. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's a little harder to find. Next thing we did to it, after getting the oil pump and all that done, we got everything sealed up on it. It does have a new, everything's new on the timing. Even the oil pump gear's new. Something I forgot to mention, it does have the drag cartel. I'm going to call it a reluctor gear, but it has the drag cartel crank sprocket and reluctor gear on it. So it's pinned and it has a keyway that goes through it. So it's supposed to be an upgrade. I went ahead and did it. It has a drag cartel billet aluminum. I call it a chain guide, but it's like a finger that wraps around the bottom of the gear. It keeps the chain from slinging off. So it has all the drag cartel goodies in the bottom end. Like I said, 4-piston pump, all brand new OEM Honda guides and all that good stuff. Hybridracing tensioner. It does have Hasport Black Series mounts. You can only get them at JHP USA because they're the black ones. The rest of them are billet aluminum. You can pick those up pretty much anywhere, but if you want black ones, they only come from JHP USA. We do have a shaved RBC intake manifold, just sprayed black with some rattle can. Hybridracing fuel rail, 2000cc ID injectors, which these are the injector dynamics. I got those from my buddy Milo. We're running just your factory Denso replacement alternator. Napa has those cheap right now for some reason. It's like $150 for a brand new Denso alternator, which is crazy. We do have a Dorman belt tensioner with a hybridracing idler and a hybridracing belt. Got all that from Dave. We do, I don't know if you can see it down there. Those are drag cartel timing cover plate. And then we have right back here a drag cartel VTEC screen cover and CRV mount. We grabbed that out of the junkyard in one of my previous videos. It's out of like a, I think 04 to 06 CRV. And it does have an oil cooler on it with hybridracing oil cooler lines. That's off a Z3, K20 Z3. We're running a K20 Z3 water pump housing as well. 75mm hybridracing throttle body. A aluminum thermostat housing from Dorman with a hybridracing swivel neck with hybridracing hoses. Still got to throw a starter in there, but we do have a hybridracing slave cylinder on it as well. So all that is good stuff. Hybridracing radiator. And then, of course, the hybridracing fuel pressure regulator. And I have the gauge that goes on that, but it's going to be pretty close to there as well. So I'm going to have to find out where I'm going to put my gauge because it kind of hits. But we'll end up probably putting it right here. Be really close, though. And then we have a DC5 Creations Sidewinder kit running a Pulsar GTX 3582R. And I chose with the full downpipe. I kind of wanted to run it out the hood, but this thing is going to be my daily. And I want to take it on road trips, so I promised the wife I would do a full exhaust on it. Which would be much more enjoyable. You just don't get the cool factor of, you know, shooting a 4-foot flame out the hood every once in a while. But anyways, we are running a K20Z3 SI transmission with factory LSD. It does have a fully rebuilt trans. It's all Synchrotech synchronizer hubs and sleeves with a Synchrotech Pro second gear in it. Factory gear ratio. The original one was chewed up, so we went ahead and replaced it. We picked all that stuff up from Jason at Tall Pines Racing. Appreciate it, man. And the rest of this stuff pretty much came from hybridracing. Dave over there is wonderful. If you need any parts, hit Dave up or hit up anybody over there at hybridracing. Their sales department is wonderful. If you don't see something online and you have a question, give them a call. They can either get it or they already have it and it's just not listed. Or you just don't know what you're looking for, because I ran into that big time. I was on there looking for stuff that I didn't even know I needed and end up finding it on like the 30th page, just scrolling through all their parts. But anyways, it does have a big old front mount on it that hides behind the front bumper, so I like that a lot. The DC5 Creations turbo kit does come with a 60mm gate, and it's a Pulsar gate, and it almost looks like a Q50 tile blow-off valve, but that is a Pulsar valve. But yeah, that's pretty simple build, honestly. It would have been even easier if I didn't turbo it. Probably would have already been done with it by now, but that's where we're at. I got to get a few more things buttoned up on it, and then we can get a computer for it and a wiring harness. Working on getting a valve cover for it currently. I want to run a wrinkled black valve cover with a catch can, so I just got to find one of those. But anyways, I appreciate y'all watching, subscribing, and just getting started on the channel. Hopefully we can get this thing running, make a bunch of content with it. Still have to do full suspension on the car, big brake kit, and a bunch more stuff. So we'll catch y'all in the next video.